Versus Cloud9. Both teams vying to get into final position here in the regional championship. And we'll start with Ghost moving to the blue half, and he'll be carried away by Gimmick. And James, Gimmick was my player to look at in terms of C9's turnaround and what really helped him to do it, because when he's winning 50s, as he does more often than not, Cloud9 typically wins series. And so Gimmick, he's been looking really strong back in his dominance early on this season. He was playing in an Octane and wasn't looking exactly the same. But a new look Cloud9 as they're back on offense. That's a hard pass to Gimmick, knocked away out to the side.
But already some good chances. We saw Gimmick win that 50-50. Oh, double tap chance. It's a good setup for Mist, and Mist gets denied by Gimmick. What an incredible save. I thought that was going in 100%, Jordan.
Yeah, it seemed like they were caught on the transition, but Cloud9 do get back on the orange half. But Atomic's got a little bit of space to make the challenge happen. A Mist is going to have to throw that out to the corner. Ghost forced to wait for Cloud9's touch. That'll be Squishy's. Far side back over to Gimmick. So right now, Ghost doing a good job handling Cloud9's intermediate pressure, if you will. That's light shot turned away by Squishy. And it'll start with Gimmick here from the corner. So Cloud9 not feeling too much pressure yet from Ghost in the first minute and a half. Oh, but they're pressing again. Torment took a shot. Was surprised that he was going up and no one was there to challenge him. Ghost trying to move down the field. That's a good 50 from Illusion. He'll take this off the ceiling, but the fight is going to be difficult with Squishy right there. And Torment will follow this up, so Cloud9 prevent Ghost pressure again. And it's a good carry there by Mist, but they're having trouble. They do cut off the passing angle right there. And Ghost now setting up in midfield to take possession and rolling through. The shot doesn't come. He gets sent away. Squishy has the save. Oh, a pinch off the wall on the pass. What a pass from Atomic to Illusion. Ghost strike first. Look at this.
Illusion even back past that over to Atomic. Would grab some boost to get back into the play. Picturesque passing from Ghost. That is how you do it.
No, despite Cloud9 having a couple of chances headed the other way, Ghosts are the owners of the first goal in this set. The miss off the wall gets a pass to Gimmick, but the shot blocked. Torment's attempt turned away into the corner. Ghost right now. Oh, it's a loose ball, and that's in. Ghost, that's 2 goals. Cloud9, not how you want to start.
So Gimmick had gone up for this challenge, and Mist just pokes it around him, and Torment, while flipping back, flips into the ball. So that was an unfortunate series of events. Gimmick going for the challenge when Mist had the control. By doing that, no one was left back. And then, to cap it all off, Torment, wrong place, wrong time. That is a tough break for Cloud9.
Illusion able to throw that one away off the back. Another high ball here for Cloud9. How do they approach this attack on offense after going down 0-2? Gimmick can only buy a little bit of time for Cloud9 because here's Atomic on the press again, and Atomic led his team in goals scored. He scored 26 goals. That was good for 6th in the league. And he was a little higher in terms of offensive output, 126 shots on net, which is good for 3rd in the league. And there's another one, that one from Mist. He turned away. Cloud9 are feeling the pressure right now on defense.
Atomic is one of those players that can really make a difference on the roster. His mechanical ability is incredible, but you look at the other players on his team as well. Illusion has been shooting quite well, and then Mist, he was a big roster move for Ghost coming in, and he has worked out pretty well for them, I would say, so far.
I mean, there were several games where, it kind of got put in his hands to get Ghost either in the driver's seat of a series or to straight up win them a series. It was a good looking Ghost squad, especially early in the season. So if you're a Ghost fan, you feel like this is almost return to form after really a disappointing 2 weeks to end league play. Cloud9 have just really struggled to control midfield. They're not winning these midfield boosts. At the beginning of the game, it certainly looked like we were going to see that same Cloud9, but now they're forced to play reactive on defense. Torment, he tries to find a pass out, and that 50 might give them some space, but really it's just Ghost ball. And they're playing with Cloud9 in their own half right now as they try to get the pass out. It was a successful one, but then they double commit, and it's going to be missed ball again. So Ghost killing so much time and a good transition, but off the post, no third goal for them. They might not need it.
Oh, they somehow Squishy muscled this one by. And this was brilliant from Squishy. It really was. He just goes in, pops it, and then goes for the bump on Illusion. He actually got that bump. Illusion thought he had the save. Squishy going next level on that bump play. And now Cloud9, they can do it. Just need one more.
And the team plays aren't working. Squishy Muffins can splash with a solo play. They're going to need another one. Time running out in game one. Atomic going up past one off the back wall. Wants a pass to Illusion. He's got his man, and that's off the crossbar. The time expiring. Cloud9, one last chance. Gimmick steals the ball. He gets the bounce off the ramp. It was a good chase by Atomic, but it wasn't good enough. Gimmick flipping back onto the back wall. Doesn't have it. Atomic will kill it, and Ghost will take the first game.
That was a close call. Chance in the final moments from Cloud9, but they come up empty. However, it was a battle. It really was. It was an unfortunate goal for that Cloud9 conceded on that play where Gimmick cheated up. He went for the challenge when Mist was already there. And then at bouncing off Torment, you could tell that's just a tough one for any team to swallow, having to give up a goal like that. And that was the difference. Cloud9, they looked pretty good at times, though, Jorby. They started out hot, getting some good passing attempts into the middle, but they just couldn't keep it sustained.
No, that save from Mist at the beginning, it seemed to that seemed to be where Cloud9's offense just completely petered out. They lost on the transition after that save. That's where Ghost eventually scored on offense, and then Cloud9 could just never get control of midfield. Ghost was constantly locking down the midfield boosts, and they were even stealing a boost canister here and there in Cloud9's corners. And it forced Cloud9 to be flat-footed in net. They had to try to go for a read on the wall. They couldn't meet them in the third for a challenge. And when you're in that position on defense, it's always going to be dangerous no matter who you're playing against in the RLCS. So, if Cloud9 could find a way to get back to how they started this series with those quick passes and those good shots, they might have a better look at this series. But I got to give credit to Ghost, man. They did a great job shutting down passing lanes and stealing the pitch from Cloud9.
Especially on the one play where Illusion back passed to Atomic. That was a beautiful play. And the only goal that we saw from Cloud9 was that Squishy solo play.
Oh, Illusion! Starts off with a bang! Look at this setup from it.
Beautiful timing. You saw as soon as Illusion popped that ball, immediately jumping. He timed that so perfectly. That is a tough one to make. If you jump too soon, then you just put a shot towards net that's easily going to be saved. If you jump too late, there's no way that you get up in time to be able to get that backward tap. I cannot believe how perfectly timed that shot was. Gorgeous from Illusion.
During the pre-show, all of us had picked Ghost to lose. This is just based on how Cloud9 were playing near the end of the week. But I kind of had it itching in the back of my head that Ghost are a quality team, and it would not surprise me if they somehow found a way to take this set. It's a long set. It's a best of 7, and another double tap, this time by Squishy to tie the game.
Squishy says, okay, I see your double tap. I can do one. Boom, right over Mist. Mist, you saw him jumping up, trying to get in the way, but it was just off. Squishy executed that wonderfully off the pass from Gimmick.
So Ghost, now tie game, they won't have the benefit of insurance. That's a good pass to Squishy. Shot's too high. Squishy trying to collect that Ghost boost. Couldn't find the save. Cloud9 forced back to their own half. Try to retarget on Ghost's half. A good clear. Not down field. You see Ghost wide on this rotation too. Mist and Atomic have both collectively hit the boost to Cloud9. Really working with borrowed time now on the transition. Is Gimmick forced up, but he makes the touch. And Squishy able to throw it back down. Ghost got caught out on that rotation, forced to the back wall. Good progression from Ghosts. The backcourt, harder to come by. Squishy's gonna have to carry this ball the whole way. Gimmick got demoed, and Torment wasn't expecting the touch from Squishy earlier. Put him in a tough spot. Kept them locked here on defense. This, another pop-up. Nothing.
Squishy's low on boost as well. He's been on just a single pad for so long. Ghost is starving them. Finally, he gets something. We'll see if that's enough for Cloud9 to get out of their own half.
Still struggling to move downfield. Even there, Gimmick, he just needs that midfield boost. Saw him went and go get it. He did. And now he's got some space. Ooh, right on top of him. A good challenge by Mist. Ghost in this Cloud9 corner. And even there, Illusion's making life difficult. Cloud9 are just getting caught in this corner. Gimmick, he was racing up towards Squishy. But Squishy, one-man army still Ghost.
Squishy, he's like a fullback there, trying to break through the Ghost line. And he was managing to do it quite well. Now breakaway chance. Double tap. Does he have enough boost? No, and Mist was there.
A much better look from Cloud9. Even if it looked a little haphazard at times on defense, it's those little boost steals that they were able to get them back on offense and keep the game tied. I mean, this is really tough for both teams. There's another demo. You might start seeing more of those. They're trying to crack through off the crossbar. No goal for Ghost. Squishy on the point. It's a good first touch. Tried to get that bump, but will collect midfield boot still. Atomic's on the point. Gimmick has the save. Here goes Mist. The shot blocked by Gimmick twice. Torment waiting, and he has the ball, but Illusion takes it away from him. Gimmick up now, and Cloud9. Big defensive stop.
This was an unreal stop from Gimmick. He even got bumped in that last play. He was getting challenged. Cloud9 has been playing non-stop defense for pretty much the entirety of this game. Gimmick has 5 saves. Squishy's the only player on Cloud9 with a shot. He's got 4 of them.
Ooh, he might pick up another there. Just was not anywhere close to where he needed it. Torment goes back to his own corner. We've been saying that pretty much all game too. Less than a minute. Nice little bump on Illusion for Torment. He's got to get back to this ball quick, because here comes a shot, and it's denied by Squishy. Missed the keep. Cloud9 locked in their own territory. Up again. Up high. Illusion. That's a good first touch. Back to Atomic. The shot is good, and Ghost have a lead.
And it was only a matter of time. Cloud9 was being starved out of boost. Gimmick had 5. Squishy had 12. Torment got boost, but he was all the way back in the corner. And Ghost, relentless on that assault. No time to breathe for Cloud9 whatsoever.
Not at all. And even when you think, and Cloud9 are consistently trying to carry this ball out, like right here. He's trying to carry it out, but Atomic's there for the challenge. And now Mist on the air dribble. And Cloud9, they're forced to wait because, and it just goes under him. Mist just pops it over the team, and it's insurance late for Ghosts. Ooh.
You can see there, perhaps they thought he was going to go for a flip reset shot, but no, Mist. He might not have gotten it, or he might not have used it. You can see there, that was enough still to throw off the defense. And Mist is such a good player, and Ghost is such a good team that you're always going to assume they're pulling off the most mechanical shot.
Oh, he almost got that double touch, but Illusion will punch it in. You know, fortune favors the bold here, and Ghosts, it's a giant, what do you call it? I don't know. It's just a beating, James.
It is a beatdown. A good old-fashioned beatdown, Jorby. Mist.
I like it.
He was about 5 boosts short of hitting that double tap. He just ran out at the end, but still got the touch, and that was enough to get the pass over. Now you gotta wonder if Cloud9 is gonna start to regress back to what they played like earlier in the season, which was when they get stuck in their own net, they can't get boost, they can't find each other on the passes. And, you know, they're not only that, but they're playing this Ghost team, which is everywhere. They are everywhere, challenging every ball, no matter what. When Cloud9 does get a modicum of boost, they just force them to use that boost to go up high in their own half, and they have nothing for the counterattack. So Ghost keeping them trapped in their own half, and they're looking ferocious.
And for Cloud9 fans out there, there is still hope for you. They don't exactly look like their first half league play selves here. I think the one thing that's still working for Cloud9 is they're not panicking on defense. It's really just the boost game that's killing them, that's preventing them from being able to challenge the ball effectively on their own half. But they're not double committing all the time. They're not getting in each other's way on defense. They're just not finding the passes, James, because like you said, Ghosts are all over the place.
Yeah. They're all over the place, and so Cloud9, their task has to be to figure out how can we get this ball cleared without using all our boost. They need to figure something out. They need to try something. Maybe play it slow, try to force the commit, maybe leave the ball in the corner and just try to go for the 50, because we've been seeing them using up a ton of boost on their backboard. Like we saw Squishy going for that air dribble play. They're burning through boost, and they just don't have enough to get any sort of attack going. So we'll see how Cloud9 adjusts their gameplay to respond to that, or we'll see Ghost continue to punish Cloud9 and keep them locked down in their own half.
We do start game 3, and maybe not to expectation. It's a Ghost 2-0 lead in the series, and they made Cloud9 look like Sonics did against NRG in game 2. We'll see if they can figure it out. Atomic on the flip reset. He'll pick up the first goal. Ghost keep rolling.
And this is why they expected Mist to hit his flip reset. Everyone on Ghost has the ability, a perfectly timed air roll that allows him to hit. It was so well disguised. It was so well disguised. When you're air rolling that quickly, he's not showing his hand that he's going for a flip reset, but he timed it so perfectly and hit the flip reset so perfectly. Cloud9 had no hope. That was extreme control from Atomic. A beautiful shot.
Atomic stopping the Cloud9 transition. Torment high ball for Squishy, and it'll be a tie game. Devil on the backside. Doesn't matter. Cloud9 keep themselves in it.
And Squishy's been scoring everything for Cloud9. Another good pass. Squishy gets up high. And the demo from Gimmick, that was a lovely team play from Cloud9. Everyone contributing. Torment on the pass. Squishy with the shot. Gimmick with the demo. And they're back into it. And it's not too late for Cloud9. Atomic does well to break up that backboard play.
A chance here for Cloud9 to really lock the ball down in the orange half. Squishy coming around, couldn't even find the touch of the ball. I didn't have him on cam to see how he was approaching, but he came from his own corner. And now having to pull off on the challenge, they almost get caught out. If Atomic hits that pass, Cloud9 are in a much more dangerous situation. So now here they are. Here's Ghost. Oh, the miss from Atomic. He almost had it. It was a tough angle. But I mean, even right there, Cloud9, they're just chasing the ball around. And there's a Ghost player beating them 2 steps ahead every single time. Here in midfield, doesn't matter. Torment's having to flip just to make a touch, and he loses the challenge anyway. Here's Atomic.
Oh,
Atomic! Oh, get back to it! Atomic is insane!
Atomic! He destroys Squishy's mind. He gets the flip reset and the dunk. That was one of the most incredible goals that I have ever seen.
Moment of silence for Cloud9's defense on that. That's it. There's a flip reset.
What do you do? How do you defend that?
You can't. Right now, well, okay. They'll pick that up. They win a challenge clean, or Squishy does, and he continues to be the only player on Cloud9 to be able to score anything.
This is a Squishy versus Atomic shootout right now. A good old-fashioned slugfest between Squishy and Atomic. Squishy sitting up there with 2 goals. Atomic 2 flip reset goals. See if anyone else can step up on either one of these teams to help out. Squishy's been scoring everything all game. And that time, Torment getting denied. Squishy with a hat trick.
And make no mistake, this is all set up by Torment's initial touch here. Atomic makes a great save, but it bounces straight out into Squishy, and he puts it in again. Squishy just doing everything that he can to keep Cloud9 in it. Torment, he's got a playmaker. He's the owner of all 3 assists for Squishy's goals. So now if you're Ghost, you're thinking, okay, Atomic's been scoring some bangers, and we've had some good pressure, but we blew it in midfield to let Cloud9 tie. Here's Atomic again, squaring up on another fifth. Look at this, just takes the ball away again. He's got Mist. Mist has the shot, but knocked away. And Cloud9 with the lead. Here's Squishy Muffins again. With reset over one. Gimmick tries to put the shot in, but it's challenged and blocked by Illusion. The thing's starting to slow down a little bit, but I've seen more flip resets in this game than I think I've seen in a single series of RLCS. That went off the cross.
And Illusion's done almost all of them. And that time, Illusion barely missing on that shot. Cloud9 requesting a pause. The admin obliging, but that shot right there, that was the chance to equalize. It was a beautiful setup. Illusion had an opportunity right in front of net, and he banged it off the crossbar. So that was his chance to help carry some of the load that Atomic has been carrying so far in this game, and he was not able to do so. So Cloud9, they're going to hold on to this lead for now as we get this pause sorted out. But Cloud9, you have to feel pretty confident in Squishy and his shooting ability. Really, that's what's been holding them in here. Gimmick hasn't really been available or been doing much for Cloud9 on the offensive end. You expect the Golden Striker to perhaps be doing a little bit more, but he has been quiet so far in this series.
I mean, in Torment, honestly, I think it was the first goal for Cloud9 where Torment was on point in the attacking third, and he had a couple of options. Like, he could have went across the backboard or tried to hopefully force a bad touch from Ghost, but instead he just wanted to give Squishy the best chance at the ball, so he just pops it straight up. He just gives it a light tap straight up while Ghost are still getting turned around, and it gave Squishy just that half second that he needed to find that first shot to equalize early for Cloud9, and that's all they've done each time. They've equalized, and then Squishy, picking a good challenge in midfield with an over-aggressive Ghost third man in midfield, and then finding that second goal. And then again, it was Torment forcing the save from Atomic, which forced the bounce straight out into Squishy. So to me, Torment is instrumental in Squishy's success right now. And Cloud9, I mean, what a way to bounce back. I mean, this has been an entertaining game 3.
It really has. It's had it all. The shots from Atomic, though, have just been jaw-dropping. The flip reset shots, both of them were perfect flip reset shots. The second one was one of the best shots that I've seen. So Atomic having a great game, but Squishy is holding him at bay. And I agree with you, Jorby. Torment, a lot of the plays have been helped by Torment. Torment has been the catalyst in a lot of these plays. Even though he hasn't put them in, he has certainly been passing on point. But the question is, when will Gimmick start to get involved? We did see him get a demo, which helped them get a goal. But for Gimmick, you really want to see him in the middle hitting some of these shots. But the challenge has been that Cloud9 hasn't really had many passing setups, because they've been stuck in their half so much. They've been limited to pretty much just counterattacking. And a lot of times when Gimmick is scoring his goals, it's because Cloud9 has pressure. Gimmick has helped wear down the team, and he's waiting in the middle for his shot chance. And then Gimmick will hit those shots. But it seems like when it comes to counterattacking, Squishy is the guy for Cloud9. And so far, it's worked out in this game.
I mean, both of these teams, they're fighting to keep going. They have no more lives. There's no double elimination for them. And if you take a look at the regional championship bracket, it's tough. This has been a crazy season for North America. And, both of these teams, it doesn't get any easier the farther down you go. We watched NRG versus Sonics, and NRG, James, they dominated Sonics. It looked like they were just trouncing on Champ 3s. No disrespect to Sonics, NRG.
And no disrespect to Sonics, as you said, it looked like they were trouncing on Champ 3s.
I don't know how to thematically like explain how dominant performance was. Did you want me to call Sonics a rival series team? That would have been better.
You know what, Jorby? I think now would be a good time to just get back into the game. I think there's no saving you on this one. So we're gonna get back into the game. It'll be 2:20 on the clock. Score still 3-2. Let's get into this one.
Nope.
And you're going to be hearing from the Sonics, no doubt, Jorby. They're going to be sending you a nice letter.
That's okay. Safi loves me. No, he understands. Totally. Cloud9, this lead after the end of the pause, and Ghost already some pressure in the orange half. feeling the pressure rather. And as we said earlier, right now it feels like it's the battle between Squishy and Atomic, but Torment almost putting one in himself. Gimmick crossing the pitch and stole that boost from Atomic and just harassing Atomic the way back to the blue half. So it's been a better control game where we saw the Cloud9 really struggling for possession and struggling for pitch control. It has completely flipped, especially in the last about 2 minutes of this game. Gimmick's shot just turned away, but Ghosts are struggling. Atomic, he gets bumped out, but then he gets the demo, but gives a little bit of space. Gimmick trying to force the 50 out in front of the box. Shot going to come.
Gimmick's a little out of position.
Ooh, that one just off the crossbar. Another shot, and it's blocked by Squishy. He had no boost and jumped at the perfect angle to make the save.
And that was well defended by Cloud9. Gimmick was low on boost and a little bit out of position, but he got back just in time to get the first save. And then another save followed up. So Cloud9 has had to make some pretty dazzling stops on defense. Even earlier in the series, they were making some good stops, but the pressure from Ghost ultimately gets to him in the end. However, we are less than a minute left on the clock. Cloud9 holding on to this 1-goal lead.
Miss, good touch to Atomic. Atomic shot is blocked. Illusion, oh, he couldn't find the touch. That's dangerous for Ghost. Here's Gimmick on the turnaround. Flips it once. Does he have it in front? And Illusion somehow gets back to make the save. Doesn't matter. No, Torment scores, and it's insurance for Cloud9.
And this, the net was open. If Gimmick waits a little bit longer, gets a little more power on the shot, he might have been able to just score it himself, but he wasn't able to. It was a good hustle play to get back in time. However, Torment was there for that rebound, and Cloud9 will lock this one away.
There's things about this transition. Play that aggressive on offense. That touchdown defense has to be perfect. You'll get burned, just like Illusion did. And Cloud9, after a stunning 2-0 start to this series with Ghosts, Cloud9 strike back in a big way. Time expires, and it is now a 2-1 series lead for Ghosts. Cloud9 worming their way back into the series.
And a lot of that came on the shoulders of Squishy Muffins getting the hat trick, the insurance goal coming out from Torment. Torment having a big game, getting the Playmaker Award, also scoring a goal himself, cleaning up. And there was a moment in this game where Ghost was still dominating. We saw 2 early goals from Atomic that were incredibly flashy, but it was not enough. Mist and Illusion, they weren't able to really help Atomic that much on the offensive end in this game. Illusion had a very good scoring opportunity that he clanged off the crossbar in a time where perhaps that would have been the turning point for Ghost, but they couldn't put that together. Cloud9, I was going to be really worried for them if they dropped this game. Again, in best of sevens, you don't really see very many best of 7 reverse sweeps. But Cloud9, they respond here in game 3. Now we're going into game 4, and it's going to be a much more competitive series.
I mean, even this game for me is really critical for Cloud9 because we definitely don't see many 3-0 reverse sweeps, but we also rarely see comebacks from 3-1. So if Ghosts somehow take control of the series here, it'll be difficult for Cloud9. So I think getting to the tie here for a 2-2 to me is critical to winning this series and moving on. But Squishy and Torment, I can't. The tribulations that this team has gone through this season, it's always been the argument, who's the problem on Cloud9? And it was always down to Torment or Gimmick. There was never really a question about Squishy's place on this team or how Squishy was performing, because early on in the season, he was the only one that was able to do anything. It came down to solo efforts. There were so many goals where Squishy just air dribbled across the field and somehow came away with a goal. When the rest of Cloud9 finally start clicking, they are so powerful as a team. This has been one of the longest standing rosters in RLCS history, and to watch them be able to bounce back when they were already down in this series, to see Torment be integral with Squishy, knowing that it isn't just Squishy trying to carry the load, I think that bodes well for them.
It does, but what doesn't bode well is that Gimmick has still kind of been MIA, Jorby. They really need Gimmick to get involved in the offense if they want to climb back in this series. This one was a heroic effort by Squishy, but they need more. They're going to need more help. Torment, he did play well, but especially if Ghost continues to play like they have been, It's going to take all 3 members of Cloud9 playing at their potential to take down the Ghost team. However, we did see Mist and Illusion cool off this game. Illusion was hitting some shots earlier and then missing in this game. So we'll see how this tide if this tide continues to turn or shift in favor of Cloud9. But I feel like right now neither team is battling at full ability. They for Ghost definitely needs a bit more out of Mist, and for Cloud9 they just need Gimmick. They need him to step up.
I totally agree, James. And I mean, Illusion, there were a couple of times where he just missed touches when Ghost, they really want to play aggressively. They want to push all 3 players up into the attacking third. They want to beat you to every ball. They want to make the challenge. They want to force you to play reactive on your own back wall. And when you start losing those challenges, you have to adapt. You can't just keep trying to force the same thing. Cloud9 have you read. The aggressive play isn't working like that. And when your touch has to be perfect, and when Illusion and Mist haven't made some of those touches that put them back in their own half, you got to relax the rotation a little bit and at least force Cloud9 to start, wondering what you're going to do next. The mix-ups are absolutely necessary against Cloud9. Players are checking out the lobby as we get set here for game number 4. And once everything is set, we'll be right into the lobby. We thank you for your patience. But this series right now, living up to it, if we get another Squishy versus Atomic highlight reel game, I'm not going to be upset.
Well, I mean, I wonder how many flip reset goals we're going to see. We're seeing flip resets, double taps. We've got it all. I guess the only thing left would be a breezy flick or musty flick, double tap. Who knows what these guys? Who knows what these guys?
You start getting the flip reset counter. Just every time we see a flip because I'm telling you, man, that last game, I think there were 7, 8 attempted flip resets, and I think max in a series I've seen is like 4 or 5. So if we can go for
and it's also
let's try to get 20 flip resets in a game, James. That's what I want.
It's incredible. It's incredible to see the flip reset used so effectively. We saw Atomic; he used them to perfection. A lot of people will say flip resets, they're more for show, but in the hands of a truly skilled player, they can be a tool to do things that are just they can allow you to score in positions where if you don't know how to flip reset, it's just not possible. And we saw Atomic do that last game. However, Ghost still fell short.
And I mean, we've seen it all this season, how many options a flip reset gives you. You don't have to use it, but players have to respect your ability to use it. And that is what makes it so deadly, especially in the attacking half. And we are back underway. Game number 4, Cloud9 continuing the comeback. Ghost trying to get to series point. Starting with Illusion. In his own corner, getting bumped out by Squishy. Atomic, good pull off, playing it a little slow, flips it over Squishy. There's good progression there from Atomic. He'll also steal the boost and take this ball, so a lot of value for Ghost on this offensive push, but how do they use it? Illusion is forced to keep the ball locked in midfield where you thought Ghost were going to have a push. They're back on defense. Good challenge, back over to Gimmick. That shot is just saved. Knocked out to the side. Torment trying to make another 50 happen. Cloud9, they were working on limited boosts. Torment had stolen one. Gimmick picks up the midfield boost, so now they're refueled, ready to go. And this has to play it slow, but he gets demoed. Now Squishy pops it over another. Just can't get it by Atomic. Right now, Cloud9 are keeping the ball away. Ghost finally break out. Illusion, good touch. Corner shot, he missed. Bounced off the crossbar.
And that was as close as you can get. Cloud9 doing a great job of breaking out of their own half. Squishy denying the shot. Chance for Atomic off the backboard, drops it down, and Gimmick's there. Cloud9's defense has been making so many goal line stops. You wonder if they can keep it up.
Now Mist in midfield, trying to get back on top of that ball. It's actually a miss for Illusion. Picks it back up. Now Atomic in front. He had to back up a little bit. He wins one challenge, finds the next touch, out of boost. Chance for Cloud9. Actually, it's a chance for Ghost. There's Illusion back to Mist. He will not waste the rest of his boost, and he'll try to get back. Cloud9 back in Ghost territory. It has been tough for Ghost to break out. They only have a couple of times Atomic, that's a high pop for Mist. A good start for Ghost. Back to Atomic. But no good. Lucian on point here. Mist is going to pick it up. Mist off the back wall. There's nothing. Torment and Gimmick are both committed, so there's some space for Atomic. A high ball, but only for Gimmick. Quickly up for this is Squishy, but he won't get a chance at a double tap. Spoon back downfield. But even there, that stop there. Just stops Ghost for 1 second, and then Gimmick makes 2 great touches to keep Ghost locked down. Ghost with a chance to push forward. They only have 3 shots on net, but Cloud9, to Ghost defensive credit, only have 1.
And there have been a few well-timed demos for Cloud9 that allow them to really prevent the Ghost counterattack. They have been doing so much better at boost management, and we see a bump from Squishy in the air as well. The aggressiveness from Cloud9 paying off.
Oh, that's a good pass. The shot's denied by Gimmick. Now turnaround. Here's Squishy, so dangerous on the ground. Flick off the backboard, no good. The shot still too high. Torment, last man. No goal, denied again by Mist. Ghost hanging on defense. As here comes Squishy again off the corner. Pass to Gimmick. Goal! Gimmick scores! Cloud9 with the lead.
And this all dates back to right there, Illusion. Touches the ball when Atomic was going for the clear. Atomic could have had the clear easily, but Illusion, the panicked touch, and that takes 2 players out of rotation for Ghost, and it was punished immediately by Gimmick and Cloud9. Ghost starting to fall apart a little bit on defense. Cloud9 gaining traction.
Steam getting hotter for Cloud9. Squishy with no boost, but just try to manage the touch, and he does so well back over the Torment. Cloud9 trying to play keep away from Ghost. This has a chance. Wrapped around the corner. This might be a spot for Illusion. Flips over one, wants the bump on the Gimmick. He will take the ball. Good pass to Atomic. Atomic up. He's got another touch. Back to Mist. Mist denied by Torment. Cloud9 in goal are a brick wall, and nothing can blow it down. Illusion, nothing. Torment has the save. Mist trying to keep it close around the corner. Another chance for Atomic. He actually gets it by Gimmick. Atomic the Gunslinger strikes for Ghost.
He is so fast. Look at how quickly he gets up. Gimmick started halfway up the wall, and Atomic still gets up in time and beats him out. Fantastic speed. Gimmick didn't think there was a chance that Atomic gets there first. Wow.
Finally stopping Cloud9 train, but gets back on track with that pass and denied by Ghost. Time running out. With the way Cloud9 have been looking, this next 23 seconds are going to be the longest of Ghost's life. Just barely a save for Atomic. Cops right on top of it. Ends up barely winning the 50 against Torment, and he ends up losing the boxing match, but that's a win for Illusion. Missed. He cut the angle too hard on the launch. Atomic has to manage business for Ghost on defense as time is running out in regulation. Illusion go forward. Mist has to get this next touch, and they will let that touch the ground, and we got overtime in Game 4.
And I was saying Cloud9 was really struggling on the boost game, but now it's been Ghost who's been struggling. The adjustments coming out from Cloud9 have been wonderful, going for those bumps, going for those demos, but now quickly off kickoff, Squishy's forced to make that save. Cloud9 in trouble early.
Gimmick gets a nice hard touch. Back down to the orange half. Ghost, how do they handle this on defense? There's been a lot of pressure from Cloud9. Squishy's got a little bit of space. Squishy still with control. Makes one miss, but then gets halfway on top of it. But it's still Cloud9 ball. A lot of space for Torment to make that 50 happen, and Gimmick a huge clip. Squishy will respawn. There's Mist to Illusion. Trying to keep it away from the defender. Cloud9 back on their own wall. Ghosts rekindle in Game 4. But can they cap it with a golden goal? Give themselves a series advantage. 3-1. Atomic quick reset available. It's just to slow down Gimmick. Illusion, no 50 for him. Then we boom back downfield. Squishy trying to stop it. Oh, what a demo. It net wide open. Atomic high. Does he have it? No, it bounces straight down. Illusion shot. Good. Ghost. One series. One game left. What an overtime.
And that was close. It hit off the crossbar, and Atomic couldn't read it. Fortunately for him, Illusion with a massive shot. What a cleanup from him. Atomic making some wonderful plays, great challenges. He generated that chance. The demo also started that counterattack. Demos were so critical in this game. They allowed Cloud9 to get a foothold in Ghost's half and prevent them from boost starving them like they did in the previous games, but they also came into play for Ghost, getting that key demo to give them that counterattacking window. Torment was the last one back. He was being harassed as well. So a brilliant game all around, a physical game, and a close one.
I mean, it wasn't even just that demo. There were several demos for Ghost that helped relieve pressure on their own half to give them a little bit of space. If Cloud9 were given any kind of leeway in the physicality department, getting your confidence back with a game-winning goal, and now you are one game away from eliminating Cloud9 from the regional championships. They took advantage in those first two games. Cloud9 weren't looking good. They were losing that boost battle on the ground. Cloud9, even when they started winning that, when they were doing seemingly everything right, Ghost, they mixed it up. They got those demos. And now, James, we're on match point heading into game 6 and our game 5, excuse me. And whew, this is fun. That last
Derby?
overtime.
Yeah, that last. I mean, I'll give you a break because the amount of goal line stops we've been seeing Cloud9 forced to make. They've been scary, and then also just the shots that we've seen from Atomic have been quite amazing. And also, I just want to say for Illusion, that was a very important ending for him because he could have gotten discouraged by that slight touch that he had made that led to the Cloud9 goal that could have been disastrous for Ghost. But Ghost, they hold strong. Atomic, he made a smart play by delaying that bounce off the backboard to get an opportunity, but the bounce was not what he was looking for. It hit off the crossbar. He was trying to get a backboard bounce so that he could read it and put it in. Didn't make it, and Illusion cleaned up, and that was a very well-placed shot from Illusion to the far post up near the upper 90s. So a well-placed shot. Illusion, that was what they needed. That was exactly what Ghost needed, and now they are in the driver's seat, up 3-1. It seems like this might be too much for Cloud9 to come back from.
I mean, despite losing that game, I thought Gimmick looked a lot better than he did in the previous game that Cloud9 actually won. So if Gimmick can continue to look like that, I think that they still have a chance. But I did say before that last game that, I don't think Cloud9 could have afforded to go down 3-1 in this set. It hasn't happened that often in the RLCS, and I'm not sure how, if anyone could do it, Cloud9 are definitely one of those teams. And we are working to get all the players back into the lobby for game number 5. So we'll be underway with that game shortly. But I certainly, it's been fun to watch Gimmick play so well again in the back half of the season. And nice to see him recover just in this series alone. But, Ghosts are just proving that they are a top team in this league. And North America, we're just beating up on each other. And it feels like we can't get a solid read on anybody this season. It's like sometimes G2.
Everyone's coming out of this season, yeah.
Yeah,
everyone's coming out of this season battered and bruised, Derby. They're coming out battered and bruised because all of these teams are so close. And Cloud9, even if they do lose here, I think they're going to be happy that they turned their season around. Their season had a disastrous start. Disastrous. They did not look like they were able to beat anybody until they turned things around. So finishing top 6 is going to be enough for them. They were in the relegation series last season, so this is still something they'll be happy with. Ghost, they're hungry for more. They've they've continued to kind of finish near the middle of the pack in North America season after season, and perhaps this could be the difference for them. Coming in, getting a win against Cloud9, maybe they can get some momentum. But like you said, Jorby, with how close it's been in North America and how hard it's been to get a read on anybody, it feels like anything could happen. Anyone could win the entire thing. Not even just this series. We're not even talking about this series, but anyone left in this tournament seems like they have what it takes to potentially pull down a North American title.
Ghost would love to get this curse off their back where they get so close and then just can't seem to get over the hump. So, they've retooled this roster a couple of times. You have a lot of outstanding young talent. Picking up Mist this season proved to be the right move for Ghost. And Mist had a couple of player of the day performances himself. I actually don't remember if he won one or not, but I know he's been on the board a couple of times this season, and he's had some crazy shots. This series, it's been all about Atomic, but Mist has been that reliable back end, that reliable third, sometimes the reliable whatever you need Mist to be. He's been able to be that for Ghost. That's been the main difference for me. Obviously, every team just seems to be getting better, but so it keeps getting harder.
It is. Players are getting more mechanical with every season that goes by. You see more and more of mechanics playing an important role. You look at it in Europe with players like Astral and Alpha who have come up and not only have made it to the RLCS, but they are making huge impacts on the best teams in Europe. You see it even here in North America. Players like Atomic, who are just so mechanically skilled that they elevate the team. Justin did the exact same thing for NRG when he first got there. Mechanics are so critical, and the further that we go on, the longer we play, and the more we have these seasons, the more that these types of players are going to dominate, and the more crazy the goals we're going to see happen in RLCS. We saw already previously with Atomic those two flip reset goals. We're seeing Squishy with flip reset, double tap goals, everything. So it has been a treat to watch, and it makes you, but at the same time, you wonder how it's going to shift teams around and how it's going to change the landscape in both North America and Europe when you've got these new players coming up. We've already seen how these rival series teams and how these new players can really shake things up.
Yeah, and I mean, even just individual talent in rival series that seems to get plucked every now and then up into the RLCS for teams trying to retain their spots in the pros. It's impressive for a team like Cloud9, who have been together for over 1,000 days, ever since they formed as the Muffin Men to play in DreamHack Atlanta the whole way back in 2017. The fact that Cloud9 have been able to resist this changing of the guard that's happening, the second generation of talent, this team hasn't made any changes, or changes are happening all around them. And you had a feeling that this season might have been the season where it really bit them, where they would have to make a change if they wanted to stay competitive. But then something just clicked, and this Cloud9 team continues to look like their old selves. And it helps to have such a mechanical talent like Squishy on your team, who just always seems to stay at the forefront and always seems to stay up there with the best mechanical players in the game. And Torment and Gimmick, Torment has always been a smart player, and he's always been a great fill-in for Cloud, or a role filler really for Cloud9 wherever they need him to fill. He's fit that role. I'm continually impressed by the longevity of this Cloud9 squad, and even if this season was the season where they had gotten relegated, it doesn't take away from how impressive this roster has been, how, the amount of accolades that they stored. They went on a run where, 9 straight majors, they placed top 4. This team continues to be a danger every single time they hit the pitch. Even when it looks like it's over for them, they somehow crawl their way out of it, and we're underway in Game 5. Ghost trying to take out that very Cloud9 team here in 5 games. And it starts with a goal from Atomic. It just does not stop for this man. It is Atomic going nuclear.
And it was a wonderful challenge from Illusion. You saw him positioning for that 50-50, and it stopped right in the middle, leaving a juicy ball for Atomic to come in really and just blast into the corner. We saw a defender on the goal line, but when Atomic has that much time to line up his shot, it's going to be almost impossible to block. Now we see an overcommit, wide open net, and an easy goal for Ghost. 20 seconds in, a 2-goal lead. That is not the start you want if you're Cloud9.
Torment and Gimmick double committed on the play. Way high up in the third, and you just cannot make that kind of mental mistake in this situation where you're talking about trying to stay alive in regional championships where, you know, talking about qualification for top 4 for the spring series in a high prize tournament event like that. And even, you know, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars of difference just in this tournament alone. You can't afford these mistakes if you're Cloud9, and an early 2-goal lead for Ghosts. It's gonna be a hill for Cloud9 to climb. How the Cloud9 now approach this beat down? You know, long past the format. Gimmick, he wanted the double tap, and that demo will
doing a good job.
Cloud9.
Doing a good job, Jorby. We saw Torment get a demo, and he was getting the corner boost steal. We see Mist low on boost. Atomic's trying to air dribble to buy time, but he just takes it all. Unreal. Atomic with an air dribble, full field.
Air dribble, James? That's an air strike. Target locked, and it was pinpoint to the top of the net. Oh, squishy on one side, but Atomic is winning this duel. There's another.
And another one.
There's another. It's a hat-trick.
Oh my goodness. Another kickoff goal for Atomic. Torment in net. Atomic gets around the ball, blasts it by him, and I think this has really just been a highlight reel performance from Atomic. A lot of eyes on him. You know, he's really looking like one of the best players that North America has to offer in this series.
And, you know, during
oh
the
my
last
goodness.
Reigns
Jorby, this
James,
was sick.
It was sick. Go for it.
Look at the wave dash. He wave dashes to the side to kick the ball up the wall, and then has just enough boost to get to it in time. The amount of control that Atomic has over his car is unparalleled in this series.
5-0. I almost want to come to series with 3.5 minutes left. I just 5 goals, man. That is insane. You know, Shogun said during the last series, NRG has just put the entire tournament on notice. Ghosts, they're starting to cause some sweat to drop from some of these teams.
I don't know if it's as much. I don't know if it's as much Ghost or if it's mostly Atomic. Yes, we've seen some good plays and some good shots, but what I've seen from Atomic alone is frightening. He is playing with so much confidence, and his ability really is something special.
And you know, all the credit to Atomic. 2 of his goals were off of great Illusion challenges. That very first goal that Atomic had found off the kickoff was off of an Illusion challenge. And Illusion wants one, but the crossbar has been his best friend this series. And much to Illusion's dismay. But, I mean, I'm sure he's not too upset about that crossbar. Cloud9, if they have any hope of wheeling their way back into this game, they gotta score now. You can't. It's so tough to score quickly on this Ghost. You gotta buy yourself some time to build pressure, to break down the defense, and I just don't think it's gonna happen. Ghosts are playing with house money, James. Torment trying to force his way around to the side. Squishy will make another challenge, but Atomic holding over one. Gimmick, he's got a good touch out. Torment, this could be a good start, and Atomic will
And we'll see if Cloud9 has what it takes. This certainly is a step in the right direction for Cloud9, but they conceded 2 goals in 20 seconds. They've been letting Atomic walk all over them. You know, and I wouldn't even say they let them. Atomic has just decided to walk all over them. I don't care who you are. When Atomic is making shots like that, it's going to be tough to deny him.
He's cracked, James. It's what do you do when a player just takes over a game? We see Justin do it. When Justin or when Ash, when those players take over a game, can you expect any team to fight back when those guys are just? It's like they got future vision on the pitch. They just see the game, the whole 5 minutes before the first kickoff ever happens.
And that was a chance for Gimmick as well. He had the read off the backboard, but the shot went wide. Cloud9 wanted any hope to get back in the game. They needed Gimmick to hit that shot.
And still time ticks away for Cloud9. And it started rough for Cloud9 in games 1 and 2, especially game 2 with conceded 4 goals to Ghost. I mean, this isn't even an anomaly when you consider how some of the other games have gone in this set. Cloud9 have struggled in different areas in each quarter. It's like one game, it's just they can't control the boost. This game, it's Atomic, just popping off. Atomic, that is 5 goals for Atomic. He's 5 for 8. Illusion has a playmaker, and you can't do anything. Mist has a savior. This Ghost team are unbeatable in this series.
And a lot of it is just Atomic. He has been incredible so far. Really unbelievable plays from him. And what a game to have on the resume. What a series to have on the resume for Atomic. He is going to have fun rewatching this one.
It will certainly be fun, and Ghost fans everywhere are leaning back, hands behind their back. Atomic, the double hattie. It's hats. It's stacks of hats, James, for Atomic.
And you know what else it is, Darby? 7-1.
That's the old-fashioned Brazil, James, and not too often we see that in RLCS anymore. Oh, especially against Cloud9 of all teams. The rest is a formality. The ball touches the ground.
A tough way to end their season. Cloud9 losing in 5 games to go.